Oh, I'll move this side then. This was a gift I was just given. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
German community, this is our first guest here, Jared Huckaby, the one and only.
Hi, Mom!
Live and straight out of Manchester?
Yeah, no, I live in Manchester now, 3 years.
And we are have some questions from the last stream from you, and now we have a chance to give it to you and you answer if you want. Yeah?
Sure. I have not heard any of these. I don't know what's
maybe there
coming.
are some but no, we let's go.
If you ask me anything I don't like, I'm going to melt your ship up.
If I ask you a stupid question, you look at this direction and I go to the next.
No, I'm just going to tell them to melt your ships. You're Fexy, right? So I'm going to melt Fexy ships. If you ask me any question I don't like, I'm going to melt Fexy ships. All right, I've got to keep me a list.
Sorry,
Let's go.
Fexy. Okay, the first question is, does you still have the original Star Wars figures from back in the days?
The figures, no. I do have
The Millennium.
I do have my 1983 Return of the Jedi metal lunchbox, and that's actually on the set. So, depending on when you watch SCL, if I bob or weave, sometimes you may see that lunchbox in the back. That is the original one, the one I had in grade school.
Yeah.
It's got no rust, zero rust. I took care of it as a kid. It is pristine, and it is one of my favorite, most treasured things. But none of the action figures. They had an unfortunate accident with my older brothers when I was younger, and we don't like to talk about that.
My figures had an accident with our dog. Okay, next question. What was your favorite childhood game, computer game?
Oh gosh. Favorite, that's hard. So I grew up. So I'm about as old as you can be and still have grown up with a computer. Like my first computer was a Commodore VIC-20, and then a Commodore 64 and stuff like that, and then the old Atari 2600. When you say kid, I think of back when I was 5, 6, 7, things like that. So that's gonna have to be the Atari era. So I'm gonna say, from back then, my favorite game was Combat on the Atari 2600. It was this terrible blocky thing with 2 tanks. And there was a mode where you could make the shots ricochet, and the best feeling in the world, the thing that got me hooked on video games, was being able to shoot my brother, for bunk, 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 and around all the things that were protecting him and still hit him. I felt like I could do anything. So as a child, Combat on the Atari 2600 would have been my favorite.
Pixels, but so much fun. No? So then the next question: how old are you?
This is a question of some debate, actually. For the last 4 months, I have been actively telling people that I'm turning 46 this year, and then and then my mother corrected me and goes, "No, you're turning 47 this year, son." So I am 46 now, and I'll turn 47 in August.
You are younger than me. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but as my family has a saying, it's not the years, it's the mileage. My odometer ran over in my 20s, so if it helps, I feel like I'm 65.
Okay, next question. Favorite sci-fi movie ever?
Why do you do this to me? Why do you?
I know it's.
All right, it's still got to be Return of the Jedi. It's still got to be Return of the Jedi. It's obviously Disco Lando. It's where I got Lando. Growing up, my father worked nights. And so when he had to watch me in the morning, he was exhausted during the day, and he was exhausted. We would go to the movies and just go to see Return of the Jedi, and he would sleep. And I would sit there as the movie played, it ended, then it started up again, then it ended, then it started up again, and I would watch it 3 times in a day while he slept next to me. So I've seen Return of the Jedi probably more than any movie ever, and it's where my love of Lando comes from, it's where my love of Star Wars comes from. It's why anytime somebody says, "Ooh, the Ewoks," I'm like, I love the Ewoks. But no, it's probably still Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Best space fight in any movie still today.
Much more difficult. Best sci-fi movie, but no Star Wars.
Okay, now see, your last question was favorite. Now you're asking best. Favorite and best are 2 different things.
Yes.
Right.
So, best sci-fi movie.
Ice Pirates. No. So
I do love Ice Pirates, man. The chomper on the conveyor belt?
Yeah, best.
Robert Urich. You know, I did for a good 10 years. I had a giant 30x40 one sheet of Ice Pirates in my bedroom.
I love this movie.
We're gonna pick Ice Pirates. We're gonna pick Ice Pirates. Robert Urich, protect your genitals. Okay, you get to translate that. Yeah, I said it. What's genitals in German?
Genitals? Was? Genitals?
Yeah, well, testicles.
Klöten.
Klöten.
Okay, next.
I'm technically not working today. This is my day off.
What kind of music does you like listen to?
Good music. No.
Okay, next.
No. I like good music in every genre except for country and western. I've never been able to get into country and western, but there are rap songs I like, there are rock songs I like, there are opera songs I like. As long as it resonates with me emotionally, I'm into it. I just can't. I haven't gotten into country and western. I haven't liked since Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. I love Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Islands in the Sun.
Do you know about something about German Volksmusik?
German folk music? No. I have very little exposure.
It's better.
It's better.
What do you like playing games? No, I think no. And what game are you looking forward to that are coming out soon? No Star Citizen, no Squadron 42.
Yeah. I just got done with Baldur's Gate 3. I had a little over 1,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3. No, I'm not actually interested in that.
No?
I'm not actually interested in that. He's trying to show me, I think it's a Dune? I'm not interested in Dune.
Done. Okay.
The last two big games I played were Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3. I played those for hundreds of hours. I just don't get a lot of time to play video games anymore.
You see Arc Raiders?
No, I haven't seen much of Arc Raiders. Honestly, because I have so little time, I tend to look for smaller games. Smaller games I can play in small bits.
Indie games?
They can be indie games. Clair Obscura. I need to play Clair Obscura. I haven't gotten into that. I just bought it. And I have not played it yet. But that's my next game.
Okay.
That's my next game.
Now the most important question ever: do you like minced raw pork meat with onions?
No.
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 It's German's
no.
favorite.
Nobody in my family can eat onions. We all have a terrible acid reflux.
Ooh.
So nobody at any level of my family can eat onions. It's a biological thing. So no. Sorry.
Okay. So, what kind of German food do you like?
Well,
Big Mac.
No. I mean, considering that I ate 5 pretzels for breakfast this morning, I'm gonna go with pretzels.
With a white sauce, white roast. Oh.
Yeah. No, I get here. Like I said, this is my 23rd trip to Germany, and there's not a day. I don't spend a day in Germany without eating a pretzel. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you put in the pretzels. I don't know what you put in the salt, but just a nice, simple salted pretzel is about my favorite thing in Germany. And it doesn't work anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I can understand. Yeah. Okay.
So far, Pepsi gets to keep all his ships.
Yeah, I know. I have 2 more questions.
Okay.
Are you staying longer in Germany and looking at something else here, a city trip or something?
No, I go back tomorrow. Originally, I was going back tonight, and then I found out that somebody booked me for an 8 p.m. Q&A panel today without telling me. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we changed my flight to tomorrow. But no, it's back to work, back to the mines. We're in the middle of Invictus, a lot of stuff going on. So we just broke away just for this.
Okay. Then are you going to be a space tourist with a blue origin or something similar?
No.
Okay, next question.
I'm sorry. Actual space travel scares the crap out of me. I get car sick. I get car sick in the car. So the idea of a rocket going up is like I would just vomit everywhere. It would not be good. They would not put me on a space tourism thing. They would not be able to show enough footage. All the footage from the last trip of all the celebrities like, oh, it's all amazing. I'd be just throwing up constantly. They would never send me to space.
Okay, I think me too. Okay, then the last action.
What's the word for testicles again?
I want to. What?
What was the word for testicles again?
Klöten.
Klöten.
No curtain action. No, but I have a last action with you. It's a grimace challenge. You show me your best grimace, and I try to make it.
Grimace?
Yes. Now me, and you try. Okay, thank you, Jared.
All right, man.
Thank you very much.
Mom, next you get to keep your ships.
Yeah.